What's up everyone, Zhaenn here for another walkthrough video, this time on Pokemon XD. In this video we are going to investigate the Purify Chamber, which was completed last time, and that's where we left off. So, entering over here, we can talk to Prof. Crane, and the Purify Chamber is this weird, like, pod over in the center of this room over here that I talked about briefly before, I believe. And basically the Purify Chamber is a hologram where you see all your different Pokemons, and it basically works, I guess, a bit like music, maybe. So it has the tempo, which is basically, well, I'll be able to talk about it more when we get to the actual Purify Chamber, but they're just talking about like sets over here, and you know, rather than reading what they're saying, I'd rather explain it in my own words. So basically you can have 9 sets that can contain up to 4 regular Pokemon each, so that's 36, and you can have up to 9 Shadow Pokemon at the same time. So basically then the 4 normal Pokemon work together to purify the Shadow Pokemon, and how that works is with the resistances and I guess super effectives. I really don't know how, like the type matchup basically. So a perfect set would be something like fire that goes to water, no, water that goes to fire, sorry, fire that goes to bug, bug that goes to grass, and then grass goes to water. All of those are super effective against the next one, right? So here we have the basic setup, right? So we can put something like, I don't know, let's put like Houndour over here. So then you put it in the center right here, and you have the flow basically. Now I can put my Teddiursa actually, because I'm not gonna use it, and you can see the tempo over here. See the little like blue sphere that's circling around? Well, it can go either way. It doesn't have to like do a like clockwise turn like it is doing right now, but this is basically how it looks. So you can see like the holograms and stuff. But yeah, then with the super effectiveness, sorry, if all 4 Pokemon are super effective against each other, then it makes a perfect set, right? And that way it will purify the Pokemon much quicker. So you can also access it from the PC right over here, and from the PC you don't get any of the holograms. Now there's something I really don't understand with the flow, and that's like sometimes you'll get these like blue bars that like basically there's gonna be 4 bars for the 4 regular Pokemon you have, and then sometimes there's gonna be like a bit more of the 4 bars. Now I really don't understand how that works, and you know, if I manage to have that, then I'm usually pretty happy, but I still don't know how I did that. So yeah, now they're talking about the data ROM that we brought back from the Cypher lab, and Daton, I still don't know how to pronounce his name, is actually I guess hacking into it right now. So we have to check on his progress right here. And Jovi's gonna jump ahead of us, but you know, that's classic Jovi. And we're just gonna follow after her because she probably can't do it on her own. Alright, now you can just access the room of Dayton from here, and you'll find that he's actually missing. He's not here. And Jovi says that it's strange and she wonders where he went. Now you can talk to this guy, Adon, and he says he went downstairs earlier, and this took me a while to figure out the first time I played, because I really didn't know where he was. I searched the whole lab a few times, and you know, was back when I was a kid really, and I finally figured out that Dayton is actually over here on this side path. I didn't even know you could go there, you know. And yeah, basically he tells us that the data ROM is heavily protected and he can't hack into it. He's just not that great and he can't do it. So then you know, Prof Crane comes in and says, oh, we need a very talented guy for hacking into this. Well, I think I know a guy. So then Dayton's gonna give you the data ROM so that you can give it to the other guy. And he says it's net from ONBS. ONBS is located in Pyrite Town. And this may be a familiar location if you played the prequel to this game, Pokemon Colosseum. And it is right here. It is the farthest we've gone, actually, I think. And yeah, I quite like Pyrite Town, actually. So yeah, Carvanha is getting pretty good over there. So we're gonna keep him in the lead so that we can purify him as fast as we can, because he's a bit lagging behind in levels, so we need for him to catch up, really. So here is Pyrite Town, and I love the music in this town. It's just so good. But you can see it's not really the same sort of look as the Pokemon Shoe Lab. This is more like downtown, you know, like where all the bad guys are, if you know what I mean. So then right as you enter, you're gonna see this girl like charging out, and this cameraman that is like failing to follow her is really lagging behind as well, and he tells her to wait for him. So yeah, that's something that happened. And over here is Gale. You might have faced him if you've played Pokemon Colosseum and you got to this point. It's really not far into the game, but you know. So then you can choose to battle him. And here he is. Now, the rest of this video is gonna be mostly battles in Pyrite Town, because I need to purify Carvanha and strength up my team a little bit, even though like they're pretty high level compared to everything else. And I'd like to address something that may be an issue. I want to show the battles, really. I do not want to cut them out, because even though this game has a bit more story than, you know, the main Pokemon games, like I don't know, like Diamond and Pearl, Emerald, Fire Red, you know, all those games. You know, those games outside of battles, they don't really have that much story, you know, there's not a lot to show. Even though this game has a bit more of that, I still want to show the battle, because it's really the main feature of like Pokemon XD, you know. It's the graphics in 3D and all the animations and stuff. Granted, I will speed up the battles that are not important, the battles that are not, you know, admins or things like that. I will speed them up, but I still want to show them. So yeah, that's basically why we did that. So there we can find a poster of Gonzap, the Team Snag'em boss. Now if you've played Colosseum, you know who Gonzap is. Again, I'm mentioning this, but I'm actually playing the sequel. In terms of timeline, I'm playing it first, just because I like this game more than Colosseum, really. You know, it still has issues, and Colosseum has its own, but I don't know, I just prefer this one. That doesn't mean I won't play Colosseum in the future though, so maybe look forward to that. Now as you come here, you're gonna maybe recognize these two guys. They're called Truly and Folly, if that's how you pronounce their names. I really don't know. And this is Officer Johnson, I think. Yeah, Officer Johnson. And basically he's the officer working for the police in this town, and he's really like the dumbest guy you're ever gonna encounter in this game. Like, he's so dumb. But you know, that's what's kind of cool about him, is that like when he bumps into stuff, it spins around, and he's kind of dumb, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Now back here, this was hidden by a bookshelf in the prequel, and you can find an old lady that says she make poke snacks. Now that's something you've never heard of before, isn't it? Poke snacks are gonna play a bit of a bigger role in the upcoming events, but right now there's really nothing you can do about it. Now in this hotel over here, this is like the complete ripoff. You can sleep in this hotel, in these rooms, and restore your Pokemon's HP for 1,000 Poké Dollars a night. Now there is actually a healing machine in this town, so I really don't know what the purpose of this thing is. And I've tried it once, you know, to see if there were benefits, and there's none. There's really none. It's just it heals your Pokemon. That's it. So you can quickly grab the items in this place, mostly the focus band that allows your Pokemon to resist a hit that it would normally get knocked out by. So that's pretty cool. Now this worker over here is actually a trainer, so you can go ahead and face him. And he has a Spoink and a Magnemite. So the Spoink shouldn't really be a problem. The Magnemite could potentially be a problem to Carvanha because it's pretty weak. It's just, okay, none of them got knocked out. Other Salute, that's a worthless move, really. Thundershock, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, okay, Carvanha got knocked out. That's a bit of a bummer, because I'm trying to level him up. But I guess that's gonna mean I can show you where the healing machine is. So that's a plus, I guess. And this last Pokemon is a Numel, which is gonna get absolutely destroyed by my team, because my team is water types and it's quite weak to water. So a few water guns, or one water gun, will take him out, considering we're a lot higher level than him, is also a fact. And yeah, there we go. Alright, we beat this guy. It wasn't really that much of a challenge, and honestly, the people in this town aren't really a challenge. They're really easy. Now this is the dual square, which is oddly shaped like a circle that I really don't know. I don't, like, people of Nintendo didn't know their shapes or something. But if you cross this bridge over here, now there's a chest over here that you may have a problem getting, because this guy is gonna tell you like, oh, you're in the way, like my name's Rocket, I'm warming up right now, you can't cross. So then you just gotta wait until like he walks. I really don't know what kind of training that is. Like, he runs for a bit, then he just walks, then he runs for a bit, then he just walks, and it's like it takes twice the time for him to walk then run, like, whatever. But the healing machine is over here. Now this is the Pirate Coliseum, and we're not gonna enter the Coliseum just yet. Not that we're under level or anything, just because there is not that much of a purpose to do it right now. Maybe we'll do it later for completion's sake, but yeah. Right, so we're gonna start the dual square. Now the rest of this video is going to be battling all of these guys, so if you want to stick around, then do. And if you don't, because you don't really care about seeing me battle, then that's fine too. Glad you stuck with me through the beginning of this video. We're also going to probably purify Carvanha on the way, so if you want to see that happening, then stay tuned just for a little bit. So this guy is gonna have a Machop and a Tentacle, so if you have a Psychic type, then this is your battle, because they're all, well, they're both weak to Psychic, so that's pretty cool. So I just took out the Machop because I was scared that he was gonna one-shot Carvanha. Carvanha is really frail as a Pokemon, and that's one thing. It's really frail, and it's really low level for the point of the game right now. Well, it's pretty on par with level, but you know, since it only has its shadow moves, it's not the best. So then we're gonna battle this guy over here, and this guy, Rider Dirt, I guess that's how you pronounce his name, like Dirt, has a Slugmon and Natu, so this guy's just gonna get completely destroyed, because I have a Dark type and a Water type. So I'm really sorry for you, buddy, but your Slugmon's not gonna hold for a while, and your Natu probably won't either. So he has an Oddish as his final Pokemon, and it could be a bit of a problem if Oddish was actually powerful, like if it was a Vileplume maybe, but it isn't, so just a couple of bites will finish it off, or I could get a crit, that too. Alright, so we've defeated Rider Dirt. How sad can it be that your whole life you have to live with the name Dirt? It's like, oh, congratulations, Dirt. Sounds like an insult more than anything. Right, so Carvanha can now be purified, so I guess I'm gonna head over there. So, I'm going to right back onto Agat Village, I think, and I'm gonna meet you guys there. Alright, we're back here in the Relic Forest, getting ready to purify our Carvanha. I tweaked a bit with the items off screen, and I moved the black glasses from Vaporeon to Carvanha because it's a dark type, and I put the focus band on Vaporeon just because I had nothing else to give to him. I think it's a him. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that. But more importantly, Carvanha. So he's gonna regain the move Water Pulse on Purification, which is really good, and also Refresh, and it's gonna gain almost 2.3k experience, which is pretty nice. It's gonna get up 2 levels. Alright, 2 levels. So level 17, still behind in levels compared to Spheal and Vaporeon, but that's to be expected, really. So I'll meet you guys back in Pyrite Town. Alright guys, I'm back here in Pyrite Town, right after we purified our Carvanha, and it's now level 17, and we'll be able to gain experience just like everyone else. Now there's only 3 trainers that we need to battle. Now the thing, so there I just showed you that I tweaked with the items, just in case you want it there. And I'm gonna move Spheal also in the front just because Vaporeon is a higher level. So there are 3 trainers over here that we didn't face. Now there's also a thing about the trainers in the dual square, is if you enter a building and then exit, you can phase them again. So basically you can like grind over here on these level 16 Pokemon if you want to. That could be a way to purify your shadow Pokemon really easily, because there's, you know, 5 battles right next to each other, and there's also that worker down there. And Gale, I believe you can also rematch. So that's a lot of trainer battles, so it's a good training spot if you need it. I personally don't think I do, because basically I'm just gonna keep Carvanha up front, and it's gonna gain a lot of experience very quickly. So I don't think I need to train and, you know, grind the experience over here to put Carvanha like at level 23 while Spheal and Vaporeon are like level 27 or something. I really don't think that's necessary. So we defeated Chaser Final, maybe it's Final, or like, you know, like finale but with an O, so it's like Final, I don't know. Okay, then we're gonna take on this guy over here, Chaser Labette. Has a Swinum and a Bagon, so potentially a pretty good team over here with the Mamoswine and a Salamence. Of course, Mamoswine isn't in this generation because it's only, you know, introduced in Gen 4. This is Gen 3, but you know, still. And potentially a Honchkrow too if this was Gen 4. So a really good team over here. And a Clamperl. Well, I'm not gonna ditch about Clamperl, but I've never really used a Clamperl before. So yeah, Carvanha's taking heavy damage over here. Now that's pretty bad. But I took on the Murkrow, and I don't. Oh my god! Thank God that missed. I don't think this Clan Pearl is going to be able to really do anything. So yeah, we just took it out. So yeah, as I said, I've never really used Clan Pearl, so I don't really know that it's good. I just know that I keep knocking it out like in one hit, and it doesn't do much damage to me. So I don't know. I guess I'm not very. I don't know how to say this. I can't judge very well on the performance of Gorbis or Huntail. So yeah, yeah, this went on long enough about Clan Pearl. So we're gonna battle this hunter now. I think he's called the hunter. I didn't actually have time to read. But this guy only uses normal type Pokemon, and he has a Zigzagoon and a Whismur. So later on, he could potentially have a Linoon and an Exploud, which, yeah, they're not great, but they're not bad either. So, you know, I would say he has an okay team, except maybe for Dunsparce and Apom, since it doesn't evolve in this particular game. So I'm gonna switch into Vaporeon right here, just because I don't want Carvanha to die, and I don't want to keep healing it over and over. But yeah, then there's only this Dunsparce left, and this thing is like a tank, and it's so sorry. I'm so sorry for this Pokemon. Like, it has no evolution, it has crappy stats, crappy move pool. It's just one of those reject Pokemon that Nintendo just forgot. Okay, so now that we've taken on all the trainers over here, we're gonna head into the ONBS building, and that's gonna be next time. So that's it for this episode. Just leave your feedback down below. Also, give a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see the next part. Well, I guess you don't need to subscribe, but it would help. So thank you very much. Now, there's also this vending machine, and that's it. I'm out. Next time.